Did you know that there is such a thing as being too intuitive? Hello, and welcome to today's insight. Now, mainly when you are too intuitive, it just means that you have a lot of experience in a specific thing that has given you a specific perspective that you can't view things any other way. And the trauma of that is that it's once you have that lens on, you can't take it off because everything you see through that lens. And it's very annoying when you're trying to blend into everyone. For example, I am a very intuitive person and I am looking for someone also very intuitive. Now, the issue with looking for someone who is also very intuitive is that you you need to understand that there will be the possibility of some things not being fully in alignment because most not everyone is always at the same level as everyone else. So they might be good at one thing, but they might not be good at another. I am a person who is very self-confident, self-assured, and intuitive. So I'm looking for someone who is self-confident, self-assured, and intuitive. Though more than anything else, the intuitive part is most important to me because self-confidence and self-assurance can be built. It's a trait. It's a trait that you gain. Most people seem to have it sooner than others, but that's just because they have had good experiences or they have had proof time and time again that they can be self-reliant or self-assured, like that what they say ha- bears fruit or whatnot. So when people who are self-confident, such as myself, come in contact with people who aren't that self-confident and that self-assured, we feel it. We intuitively know. But that doesn't necessarily mean that we understand what we're picking up on because it's energetic healing is a subtle energy, subtle magic. And subtle magic is very hard to detect. And so that's why when you get into these, like, you notice certain things, and that's just because you've gained the experience to notice these things. But these things most people won't notice. And so, hence, the subtle energy, the subtle hints of stuff, the subtle sweat, the smell, the whiff of something, the sensation that something's going amiss, or the gut feeling that something's not quite right. All of these things is what is actually going to make someone be more intuitive. Now, you can gain that with experience by doing something over and over again so much that you have enough experience in it and then you just can do it with your eyes closed. But most people don't necessarily do that. For example, driving, if you can drive with your eyes closed, or actually that would not be suggested. If you can, you can get your way home without, like, mechanically. You're not actually thinking about what you need to do, like the steps, the turns, and so on and so forth. So it becomes second nature. It becomes a part of you and your habit. So that's what I meant when I said that for me, it is more important for someone to be intuitive than to be self-assured and self-confident, because those things are skills that you gain and obtain. But intuitiveness is something that could be taught, but it takes longer and it also is quite difficult to acquire as a skill because it takes time, it takes effort, And if you don't necessarily have that connection to source, it's quite difficult to get. And I'm rubbing my fingers together because it's when you have it, it's tangible. You feel it. You're like, yes, thanks to my intuition, I am now able to avoid this and to move towards what I actually want. While as when you don't have your intuition, or when your intuition is not as pronounced or precise, you are mainly trying to go through life with your eyes blindfolded and just feeling your way through like through your fingers. And what I'm trying to say is, as you go through, like you try to feel your way through, when you're feeling your way through, you're at the beginning, which means that you don't have such a good understanding of patterns, um, because you have recognition of patterns with whatever type of intuition you have, let it be bad experiences or so on and so forth. So when you have enough experience feeling your way through something, like feeling through your senses, your skin, your touch, all of those, you'll know that something's about to come, or something is coming, because there will be a very slight difference between the textures or something along those lines. So when your intuitive vocabulary is more precise and more, how should I say it, more refined, is when it is definitely going to help you. Okay, so my question to you is, how do you intuit things at this point? Ponder that.